Welcome to this 5-minute lesson in advanced shell script programming. The topic of this lesson is the pattern operator @. This operator provides the shell programmer with the capability of matching exactly one occurrence of a pattern in some list of patterns specified by the shell programmer. So let's look at some examples of how you do that. To illustrate the use of this pattern operator, we're going to create some files in a directory, and as shown here, and these files are going to have a variety of file name extensions. For example, they'll have an extension of .sh or .ksh or .bash or KSH93, KSH88, and we can even see that we have KSH9393, KSH 88, 88, 88. And so we have a wide variety of file extensions here. We'll see how this pattern operator can help us to gather groups of those files. And using this pattern operator with the ls command is shown here. And we're all familiar with using the global asterisk to match file names. This says to match star.ksh, says to match any file name that ends in a .ksh. Well, we can also use this pattern operator, the @ pattern operator, to extend those capabilities. This says to match also one occurrence of 93 or 88. And we can see that in this instance, when it listed the files that matches this entire pattern, we got back magenta.ksh88 and we got back yellow.ksh93. It did not match KSH, and it did not match KSH9393 or KSH with 6 8s following it. And the reason is because this pattern operator says you must match exactly one occurrence of the pattern. And so that's what we got. We got KSH with one occurrence of 88 and KSH with one occurrence of 93, and those are the only two files that are in that directory that matches this pattern. Well, we can use this also with a for loop, and we're using the exact same pattern, and so it's going to gather up the same list of files that we saw with the ls command, and it's going to pass each file to the f variable and loop through the for loop once for each file that it finds, and it's going to echo that name to standard output. And again, we see that's exactly what we get back. We got the same list of files from the ls-l command as we did from this for loop. And in this third example, we're using a for loop again, but it works a little bit differently. Here we're gathering all files in the current directory, passing each file that it finds to the f variable and assigning the name of that file to the f shell variable. And then we are doing a double square bracket test of the shell variable to determine if the value of that shell variable matches the pattern that we specified. And again, the pattern says anything followed by a .ksh followed by exactly one occurrence of 93 or 88. And if it finds that the value of this shell variable matches this pattern, then it echoes that to standard output. And again, we get the same list of files. So the difference between this for loop and this for loop, or even the ls command, is that it's not gathering the list of matching files, it's gathering all files and assigning each name to the f variable, and then it's testing the value of the f variable. And so that can be any shell variable. You could use this type of test, the double square bracket test, with any shell variable. It doesn't just have to be file names. So that is the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified of any future lessons that get posted. Thank you for watching.